My name is Ruhana Khanum, U1632097. Today I'm going to talk about what is identity. As well as this, I'm going to talk about the artifact and the book review. The book I've chosen to look at is Of Mice and Men. To begin with, identity is socially and historically contextual concept. This idea that we learn about our identity as well as others' identity through interactions with family, peers, or media and organizations. Lola 2014 states that for another publicly available categories of identity may not easily map on how people live, experience and understand themselves within these categories. This suggests that identity can be categorized. In addition to this, Lola 2014 page 11 suggests that no one belongs to or identifies with only one identity category. This suggests that we form our identity and we pick and choose which identity we belong to and which category we actually belong to. Moving on to Of Mice and Men now. I'm going to look at three different themes: loneliness, relationships and dreams. To begin with, Curly Wife is the only woman in the ranch and is often treated with suspicion by the men because of her flirtatious behaviour. This suggests that she is isolated and secluded from society. In addition to this, the book states that she had rude lips and wide-spaced eyes heavily made up. This suggests that she's flirting and trying to gain attention because of her poor relationship with her husband. In addition to, due to the fact that she's called Curly's wife, suggests that she is the possession of Curly and she has no identity. This puts her in the lower class or lower social status as well. The next theme I'm going to talk about is relationship. George and Lenny are the only characters in the novel who have a meaningful relationship. This makes them unique and draws attention into the loneliness of the rest of the characters in the book. In the book it states that, but not us, and why? Because I got you to look after me and you got me to look after you, and that's why. This demonstrates that although George sometimes gets annoyed with Lenny, they still have that love and affection for each other. As well as this, they also aim to protect one another. The next theme I will be discussing is dreams. Candy wishes to be involved in the dreams as a way of escaping from the isolation of their difficult lives as a ranch. For example, in the book it states, "I ain't much good with only one hand. I lost my hand right here on this ranch." This suggests that his physical disability may prevent him from actually achieving the dream. And as well as this, it suggests that he's aging, so he will be unable to continue working. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the artifact. Here is the artifact that we have designed. For example, myself, I am a working class student, so I'll be classified right here at the bottom. This is because I'm working up my way up the social mobility ladder. I'm currently studying education studies, so therefore I want to pursue a career in teaching. This would enable me to get the knowledge needed to pass it on to the newer generations. For example, TES 2017 states that Blandford says, "There is no doubt that Britain's social mobility has stagnated over the last half century." This suggests that society regularly refers to one social status. Social mobility refers to the movement of individuals or groups in social positions over time. In addition to this, Blandford says the current curriculum in school and its pedagogy, how teachers teach, are built upon middle class values. This suggests that the working class values are not even important in society. As well as this, we portray middle class values. Relating back to myself again, although I'm going to hoping to pursue a career in teaching, this will portray me to be portraying the middle class values. However, I may not feel that I'm fit in the middle class values because I'm coming from a working class background. As well as this, our artifact also explores social stratification. Stratification is a hierarchy of positions with regard to economic productions which influences the social rewards to those in the positions. The Goldthorpe schema demonstrates class positions which are seen as deriving from social relations in economic life, or more specifically from employment relations. This demonstrates that our social class has a huge impact on identity. This is because we might come from a traditional working class, so our values from our culture might be strong. However, in terms of one's career, your position in society might have some middle class values, but you might still classify yourself as being working class due to your strong beliefs, values and morals. Now talking about media and effects and media influences. I'm going to look at the two-step flow, which suggests that messages come from the media to opinion formers. Opinion leaders pay close attention to the mass media and its messages Opinion leaders pass on their own interpretations in addition to the additional and actual media content. And in addition to this, I'm also going to talk about uses and gratification theories. Suggest that the audience pick and choose both media and messages. In other words, they use the media to satisfy their individual and group needs. Thus, they'll be asking what the media does to people. The theory looks at how different people in different situations use the media for their own needs. Arguably, the media is powerless as the audience make the choices. Audience uses the media which they can relate to and find often gratified with it. This suggests that media often shapes one identity. For example, if you see a celebrity, you aspire to become like them and you find them as your role model. Therefore, you portray characteristics and actions that they may already carry out. In addition to this, individuals' identities change on how we view media and perceive the media, because people might encode in one message, but then they might decode it in a very different way. To conclude, it can be argued that there are many factors that shapes one identity. The key facets of identity, such as gender, social class, age, sexual orientation, race and ethnicity, play a significant role in determining how we understand and experience the world, as well as shaping the types of opportunities and challenges we may face. Thank you for listening to the video.